Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina commissions commercial production of 6 jute mills while distributing prizes among 11 persons and organizations for contribution to the jute sector. Prime Minister urges to explore ways to increase jute production and find newer markets for jute products abroad.
পাটের রপ্তানির ক্ষেত্রে নতুন নতুন বাজার খুঁজে বের করা, কোন দেশে কি ধরনের চাহিদা আছে সেটা দেখা এবং সেই ধরনের পণ্য উৎপাদন করার দিকে আমাদের দৃষ্টি দিতে হবে।
Government investigating probable BNP links with market syndicates to undermine the government, says Obaidul Qadir. All 23 Bangladeshi sailors held hostage by Somalian pirates are in good health as Bangladesh seeks international assistance for their release. Noted Rabindra Sangeet exponent Sadi Muhammad laid to eternal rest, drenched with love and respect of countless admirers. At least 60 migrants die in a boat capsized in the Mediterranean, while 25 were rescued alive. And Bangladesh to face Sri Lanka in the second one-day international cricket match in Chattogram tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum. This is News at 10. I'm Mahmud Rahman. Those were the headlines. Let's move on now to the details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has stressed the need for diversifying jute products according to the demand of the international market to unlock a huge export potential. She said we've to pay attention to exploring new export markets for jutes, assess what type of goods have demand in different countries and produce such products accordingly. The Premier said this while opening 6 jute mills and the 3-day multi-purpose jute product fair 2024 at Bangabandhu International Conference Centre in the city on the occasion of the National Jute Day 2024. The Prime Minister said if Bangladesh can raise the production of jute and jute goods as much as possible, it will open the door of unlocking a huge export potential alongside enhancing the use of jute goods in the country. Noting that jute is the golden fibre, she said these golden fibres may bring the golden days for Bangladesh. She urged authorities of jute mills leased out by Bangladesh Jute Mills Corporation to be sincere to produce new goods, explore new markets and boost export of jute products.
আমি মনে করি আমরা পাটজাত পণ্য যত বেশি উৎপাদন বাড়াতে পারবো দেশীয় কাজে যেমন লাগবে আর রপ্তানি ক্ষেত্রেও বিরাট সম্ভাবনার দুয়ার খুলে দেবে। সেদিকে লক্ষ্য রেখে পাটের রপ্তানির ক্ষেত্রে নতুন নতুন বাজার খুঁজে বের করা, কোন দেশে কি ধরনের চাহিদা আছে সেটা দেখা এবং সেই ধরনের পণ্য উৎপাদন করার দিকে আমাদের দৃষ্টি দিতে হবে। পাশাপাশি এই সোনালী আঁশ আমাদের জন্য বাংলাদেশের জন্য সোনালী দিনের হাতছানি দিচ্ছে, কাজে সেটা আমাদের যথাযথ কাজে লাগাতে হবে। সোনালী আঁশ পাট আমাদের সমৃদ্ধিকে আরো ত্বরান্বিত করবে। পাটের সাথে সম্পৃক্ত আমাদের ব্যবসায়ীরা এবং শিল্প কলকারখানার মালিকরা সকলকে আমি অনুরোধ করব যে একটা সম্পদ আপনাদের হাতে তুলে দিয়েছি, সেটাকে আপনারা যত্ন করবেন এবং তার থেকে আপনি নিজেও আর্থিকভাবে যেমন লাভবান হবেন, দেশটাও যেন লাভবান হয় এবং আমাদের এই পাটের সাথে যে সেই কৃষক থেকে শুরু করে শ্রমিক পর্যন্ত যারা সকলে জড়িত তাদেরও যেন ভাগ্য উন্নত হয়, সেদিকে বিশেষভাবে দৃষ্টি রাখার আমি আহ্বান জানাচ্ছি।
It was addressed, among others, by Textiles and Jute Minister Jahangir Kobir Nanok, who chaired the event, while Chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Textiles and Jute Ministry, Ghulam Dastagir Ghazi, Secretary of the concerned Ministry, Abdul Rauf, and President of Bangladesh Jute Mills Association, Abul Hussain. The Prime Minister handed over honorary crests to 11 individuals and organizations under 11 categories, as well as 9 jute-related associations for their contributions to the jute sector. Later, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina inaugurated 3-day-long multi-purpose jute product fair and visited different stalls of the fair. President Mohammed Shahabuddin returned home from London after his medical checkup. A regular flight of Emirates Airlines carrying the President and his wife, Dr. Rebecca Sultana, landed at Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport this morning. Industries Minister Nurul Majid Mahmud Humayun, Dean of Diplomatic Corps, Cabinet Secretary, Chiefs of the 3 services and high civil and military officials concerned welcomed the President at the airport. Earlier, President Mohammed Shahabuddin left Dhaka on March the 3rd for health checkup in the United Arab Emirates and the United Kingdom. Awami League General Secretary and Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Qadir has said individuals involved in market syndicates and hoarding with intentions to embarrass the government are under strict surveillance. Furthermore, Obaidul Qadir mentioned that the connections between BNP and those causing disruptions in the market will be thoroughly investigated. He said this at a view exchange meeting at the Awami League Central Office at Bangabandhu Avenue in the capital today.
এখন রমজানের মাসে সরকারকে বিব্রত করার জন্য সিন্ডিকেট থাকতে পারে, কিন্তু আমাদের এখন খতিয়ে দেখতে হবে এই ধরনের অপকর্মের সাথে বিএনপির সম্পৃক্ততা আছে কিনা। তারাই এইসব সিন্ডিকেট করে সরকারকে বিব্রত করা এবং নির্বাচিত সরকারের আজকে যে অগ্রযাত্রা, সে অগ্রযাত্রাকে বাধাগ্রস্ত করার জন্য তারা চেষ্টা করতে পারে। দ্রব্যমূল্য নিয়ন্ত্রণের চেষ্টা হচ্ছে, এখানে গভর্নমেন্ট নিষ্ক্রিয় নেই। প্রধানমন্ত্রী সারাক্ষণ দেশের এই সংকট মোকাবিলা তিনি সময় দিচ্ছেন। আমাদের তো এখানে নিজেদের কোনো অবহেলা নেই। সরকারের পক্ষ থেকে পরিস্থিতি হ্যান্ডেল করার যেসব মেকানিজম, এগুলো কিন্তু সরকার যথাযথভাবে প্রয়োগ করছে।
In addition to addressing market issues, Obaidul Qadir said necessary measures are being taken to ensure the safe return of Bangladeshi sailors and the recovery of the Bangladeshi ship.
পররাষ্ট্র মন্ত্রণালয় অত্যন্ত তৎপর, তারা যোগাযোগ রক্ষা করে চলছে। যারা ওখানে আছে আমাদের 26 জন, এদের ইন্স্যুরেন্সও আছে। তারপর তাদেরকে নিরাপদে থাকার ফিরিয়ে আনার জন্য সরকার সার্বিক চেষ্টা চালিয়ে যাচ্ছে।
The press briefing was attended by Awami League Organising Secretaries B.M. Muzammal Haq and Afzal Hussain, Office Secretary Barrister Biplab Borua, Mohila Awami League President Meher Afroz Chumki, General Secretary Jahanara Begum, Juba Mohila League President Daisy Sarwar, General Secretary Sharmil Sultana Lili and others. "23 Bangladeshi sailors held hostage by Somali pirates are physically well. The government has sought the help of various international organizations to rescue the sailors. Secretary of the Maritime Affairs Unit of the Foreign Ministry, Rear Admiral retired Mohammad Khurshid Alam, said this to the reporters at the ministry today. He said no ransom has been sought from the government yet, nor the pirates had contact with the government.
সোমালিয়াতে তারা কাছাকাছি অবস্থায় অ্যাঙ্কর করছে। এখনো তাদের সাথে আমাদের সরাসরি কোনো যোগাযোগ হয়নি, তারাও আমাদের কাছে কোনো যোগাযোগ করেনি। আমরা চেষ্টায় আছি এবং জাহাজের যারা কর্তৃপক্ষ, যারা মালিক, তাদের সাথেও আমরা কথা বলেছি। মোটামুটি সকল পক্ষের সঙ্গে আমরা সার্বক্ষণিক যোগাযোগ আমাদের আছে। যেভাবে জাহানমণিকে আনা হয়েছে, যেভাবে আলবেদর ক্রুকে আনা হয়েছে, সেই প্রচেষ্টা আমাদের অলরেডি শুরু হয়ে গেছে, আমরা চালু রেখেছি এবং আশা করি যে আমাদের যে প্রথম লক্ষ্য যে জাহাজের নাবিক 23 জন এবং জাহাজ এর মালামাল সহ দেশে ফেরত আনা, সেই লক্ষ্য থেকে আমরা সহজেই বিচ্যুত হব না এবং আমি আশ্বস্ত করতে পারি আপনাদের যে আমরা তাড়াতাড়ি একটা সংবাদ দিতে পারবো।
Foreign Minister Dr Hassan Mahmud has said that Bangladesh demands end to Israeli attack in Gaza as soon as possible, and Bangladesh always supports the innocent people of Palestine. He said this when Palestinian ambassador to Bangladesh, Yusuf S.Y. Ramadan, met with him at the Foreign Ministry in the capital today. The Foreign Minister said there is no alternative to forming unity among the Muslim Ummah and showing patience by all sides for establishing peace. The Palestine ambassador expressed gratitude to Bangladesh and the government of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina for continuous support, sincere cooperation and sending assistance for the residents of Gaza. He also sought more support from Bangladesh for solving the ongoing crisis. The Fisheries and Livestock Ministry has rolled out a widespread initiative offering milk, eggs, meat and various types of fish at reduced prices across 30 locations in the capital, in a bid to ease the burden on consumers during the Holy Ramadan. Additionally, the Department of Fisheries has set up stalls at 10 spots in the city, providing a variety of fish at affordable prices. Consumers are appreciating the move as they can access essential animal protein at reasonable prices during Ramadan. Under the initiative, consumers can purchase milk for 80 taka per litre, beef for 600 taka per kilogram, mutton for 900 taka per kilogram, processed broiler chicken for 250 taka per kilogram, and a dozen eggs for 110 taka. Compared to market prices, the initiative offers significant savings for consumers, contributing to their satisfaction. Officials from the Fisheries and Livestock Ministry have assured the public of ample supply at all 30 locations in the capital. Sales commence daily at 10 a.m. and will continue until the 28th day of Ramadan, ensuring continued accessibility for consumers throughout the month. Now, international news. At least 60 migrants have died after a rubber dinghy capsized in the Mediterranean Sea. The victims included women and at least one child. The 25 survivors were picked up by the Ocean Viking, a vessel operated by the humanitarian group SOS Mediterranean. The survivors told rescuers that they had set off from Zawiya on the Libyan coast 7 days before being rescued. The engine of the dinghy broke down after 3 days, leaving the boat adrift without food or water. SOS Mediterranean said the Ocean Viking team had spotted the dinghy with binoculars on Wednesday and had staged a medical evacuation in cooperation with Italian Coast Guards. It said the survivors were in very weak health condition and were all under medical care. Israeli forces again opened fire on Palestinians waiting for food aid in Gaza City, killing 6 and wounding at least 83 others. The attack came hours after Israel bombed a United Nations food distribution center in southern Rafah city, killing at least 5 people, including an UNRWA staff member. UNRWA chief Philippe Lazzarini said attacks on its facilities had become commonplace in blatant disregard to international humanitarian law. Rafah is crammed with an estimated 1.5 million Palestinians who are seeking shelter from Israel's ground offensive elsewhere in Gaza. The UN Secretary General has warned that a threatened Israeli assault on the city could plummet the people of Gaza into an even deeper circle of hell. At least 31,272 Palestinians have been killed and 73,024 injured in Israeli attacks on Gaza since October the 7th. Ukraine has launched drone attacks on at least 3 oil refineries deep inside Russia as Kyiv intensified its cross-border strikes days before President Vladimir Putin's anticipated re-election. A Ukrainian defense source told the media that Ukraine is implementing a well-planned strategy to decrease Russian economic potential. It struck 3 Russian oil refineries targeted in the cities of Ryazan, about 130 miles southeast of Moscow. Kostovo in the Nizhny Novgorod region, nearly 300 miles east of the capital, and Kirishi in Russia's northwest. The trio of facilities are among Russia's largest refineries, the source said. A fourth facility, the Novoshakhtinsky oil refinery in Rostov-on-Don, was also hit, a representative of the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine said Wednesday. It marked the second consecutive day of Ukrainian attacks on Russian energy sites, and the locations targeted represent a spate of attacks well within Russia's territory. Signs of tension with Russia are rising in the Nordic region following Sweden and Norway's accession to NATO. Finnish Prime Minister Petteri Orpo on Wednesday warned that Moscow is gearing up for a long conflict with the West, and Denmark revealed plans to boost defense spending as Russia continued to condemn the expansion of the Western military alliance in the wake of Moscow's invasion of Ukraine. Moscow has continued to hit out at the Western alliance's expansion. President Vladimir Putin said in remarks published on Wednesday that Finland and Sweden's entry into NATO was a meaningless step. Russia will deploy troops and systems of destruction to the border after Finland joins the alliance, he reiterated. Putin also warned the West on Wednesday that Russia was technically ready for nuclear war, and that if the US sent troops to Ukraine, it would be considered a significant escalation of the conflict. Leader Kim Jongun has joined North Korean soldiers training in operating a new battle tank, according to state media, as rival South Korea and the United States wrapped up joint military exercises. Sporting a black leather jacket, Kim watched live-fire training march exercises from a field command post before mounting the new tank and driving it himself. Kim expressed great satisfaction that the tank, first unveiled during a 2020 military parade, demonstrated its striking power in its inaugural performance display, and told his troops to bolster their fighting spirits and complete preparations for war. This was the third time Kim, who last week had also ordered heightened readiness for war, was reported to have observed military exercises in the past month. The other two drills he inspected were dedicated to artillery firing and maneuvering exercises. Renowned Rabindra Sangeet singer Sadi Muhammad was laid to eternal rest beside the graves of his parents. He was buried at Mohammadpur Central Cemetery after a namazi janaza at Mohammadpur Central Mosque in the capital after Zohar prayers today. Earlier, people from the political and cultural circles paid their last respects to Sadi Muhammad's coffin at his home on Taj Mahal Road. Bangladesh Awami League paid tribute to this veteran musician. Awami League Organizing Secretary Advocate Afzal Hussain and Central Working Committee member Nirmal Kumar Chatterjee, among others, were present. Humble, soft-spoken, talented Rabindra Sangeet singer Sadi Muhammad passed away yesterday. Now the timings for Sehri tonight and Iftar tomorrow. The last time for Sehri tonight in Dhaka and its adjoining areas is 4:48 a.m. Iftar tomorrow is at 6:11 p.m. in Dhaka and its adjoining areas. On now to weather. Met Office, in its weather forecast till 6 p.m. tomorrow, said rain or thundershowers accompanied by temporary gusty wind is likely to occur at one or two places over Khulna, Borishal, Dhaka and Sylhet divisions and the regions of Kumilla and Noakhali. Day temperature may rise slightly and night temperature may remain nearly unchanged over the country, said the Met Office. Moving on now to news on sports. Bangladesh will take on Sri Lanka in the second ODI of the three-match series in Chittagong tomorrow. The match will start at 2:30 p.m. at Zahoor Ahmad Chaudhry Stadium. Earlier, Najmul Hussain Shanto and Mushfiqur Rahim led Bangladesh to a 1-0 lead in the series by defeating Sri Lanka by 6 wickets in the first ODI. To wind up the bulletin, here once again are the main points. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina commissions commercial production of 6 jute mills while distributing prizes among 11 persons and organizations for contribution to the jute sector. Prime Minister urges to explore ways to increase jute production and find newer markets for jute products abroad. Government investigating probable BNP links with market syndicates to undermine the government, says Obaidul Qadir. All 23 Bangladeshi sailors held hostage by Somalian pirates are in good health as Bangladesh seeks international assistance for their release. Noted Rabindra Sangeet exponent Sadi Muhammad lay to eternal rest, drenched with love and respect of countless admirers. At least 60 migrants die in a boat capsize in the Mediterranean, while 25 were rescued alive. And Bangladesh to face Sri Lanka in the second one-day international cricket match in Chattogram tomorrow. That's all from the newsroom for now. Thank you for being with us. If you can, please do join us for our next bulletin at 11:30 in Bangla. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.